This is exactly what the New York Yankees need, as a report has predicted the Yankees to make multiple moves that are absolutely perfect for this team, giving them more help in an area that had a whole lot of issues last season, specifically in the playoffs, and was one of the key reasons why the Yankees ultimately did lose to the Toronto Blue Jays in the ALDS. We're going to go over exactly what these moves are, how they benefit the Yankees so much, why these sneaky moves also make a ton of sense for the Yankees on top of making some other blockbuster acquisitions throughout this off-season and free agency period. We're going to waste no time jumping right into that, guys, but real quick, if you're part of that 69% that's not subscribed to Yankees Digest, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single New York Yankees update. And outside of that, guys, have you ever wanted to break into the sports media world? Well, if you want to, whether it's writing about sports or being on the camera like me right here, Digest Media now has excellent opportunities for that. If you know me, you know that I cover a bunch of different New York sports teams with Digest Media, including the New York Knicks and the New York Jets. We are starting a New York Giants channel and a Brooklyn Nets channel. And if you want to be a writer for any of the New York sports teams, other sports teams as well outside New York, be a YouTube creator for that Brooklyn Nets channel with me, and also be a YouTuber for other channels as well, this is the place to be. So make sure to click that link down below. It's also shown on the screen right here, right below my hand, to apply for a job with Digest Media. But let's jump right into the video, guys. There is a lot to go over on the Yankees right now because, look, Brian Cashman has some moves that he's going to have to make in free agency. One of the biggest ones being the fact that the Yankees bullpen was absolute trash last season. It wasn't good to start the year. Devin Williams was a massive, just unfortunate blown situation where it looked like it was obviously a perfect move for the Yankees that obviously turned wrong in every which way. Brian Cashman tried to rectify that at the trade deadline, bringing in David Bednar, who was great, Camilo Duvall, who was not great and who was very inconsistent, had a decent playoff run though, and Jake Bird, who only lasted 3 games with the Yankees after they gave up 2 prospects for him before he got sent down to the minor leagues. Now, I expect Bird to be with the Yankees next year because they do want to give him a shot considering the fact that they did give up prospects for him, and Duvall and Bednar will both be around. However, the Yankees bullpen is going through an overhaul period right now. We'll see Tim Hill back as well, and the Yankees will have interest in trying to re-sign Ryan Yarbrough, but now we're seeing other players get linked to the Yankees as well. One of them being Robert Suarez, the 35-year-old former Padre who is predicted by Sports Illustrated to be signing with the New York Yankees. Now, Sports Illustrated explained this, and here's what they had to say on it. Now, they said that Suarez turned in his second dominant season in a row as the Padres closer, posting a sub-3 ERA and an FIP to go along with 40 saves and 70 appearances. He throws hard, and while it's possible teams are concerned about him maintaining that velocity in his late 30s, Suarez has produced enough that he'll be among the most sought-after closers on the market after Edwin Diaz. So Suarez does fit the Yankees very well to add another elite arm in there. Suarez last season had a 2.97 ERA, has a career 2.91 ERA, has a whip both for his career and last season under one with a 0.904 whip last season, which is absolutely incredible. Gets a lot of guys to swing and miss, gives a lot of velocity, and it gives the Yankees another hard-throwing guy. And yeah, he'll be 35 next season, but he's not going to command a long-term contract because of that. It'll be a 2-ish year deal. And the Yankees, they have the money to go out there with a bunch of money being freed up in this offseason for the Yankees. They do have to fix this bullpen. They need to really rectify some of these issues, and Suarez is a guy who fits on the Yankees perfectly because of the fact that the Yankees need another swing and miss guy, another hard-throwing reliever, and also they do want to have that elite bullpen that Brian Cashman loves to have, and they did not last season, and it clearly was a huge issue going into the playoffs for the Yankees. We saw as much as well. Now, the other one who was mentioned for the Yankees as well was Phil Maton. Phil Maton split time between the Rangers and the Cardinals last season, and the 33-year-old was also predicted to sign with the Yankees in a move that also does make a ton of sense for New York. Now, diving into that one, Sports Illustrated said that Maton quietly produced career bests in B-WAR, ERA, and whip last season. He may not be the most exciting reliever out there, but every team could use an arm like him in the bullpen as a bridge to the closer. Maton does a very similar thing to what you want out of a reliever who's not your closer, and basically it's just going out there, giving consistent innings, and pitching really good baseball games. I mean, Maton had a 2.79 ERA, a career best this season, and he pitched 63 games. He was a reliable arm who showed up a lot, including getting 5 saves for himself this season, stepping in at times to do that. While, again, another swing and miss guy, had 81 strikeouts and 61.1 innings pitched, and had a whip barely over 1 of a 1.060 whip. Phil Maton had a phenomenal year And the New York Yankees should definitely have interest in him as well. It gives the Yankees another swing and miss guy who could be a setup man, who could come in the 7th inning and just really be moved around the bullpen a lot. Something that the Yankees have liked to do with Jake Cousins year after year after year. Phil Maton could do the same thing. He gives the Yankees another arm. And with what it feels like with both Luke Weaver and Devin Williams hitting free agency and both of them having a very high likelihood of leaving the Yankees, it does make sense for them to go out there and just retool this roster, bringing in 2 other swing and miss guys who do different things. And Maton, the Yankees could look to sign him to a longer-term deal, like a 3 to 4 year contract, considering he'll be 33 next season. So the Yankees would have some room to really go out there and get a very solid, consistent guy for their bullpen. The Yankees desperately need that. It's one of the biggest issues with the team, as mentioned. And I mean, obviously last year, Devin Williams, who also, by the way, was predicted to leave the New York Yankees for the Cubs in the same article, he was just not great with the Yankees at all. He was good in the postseason. Didn't allow a single run in every inning that he appeared in, and every outing. He just didn't allow a single run all postseason. But still, on the regular season, had negative .3 WAR and a 4.79 ERA in his 67 games. He started out as the closer, got some saves, but clearly had some issues. No issues with the swing and miss ball, though. Still 90 strikeouts in 62 innings and a whip of 1.129, which is well above what his career average usually is. Throwing his career average above 1 after it was consistently not that. Now, Williams, he was the best closer in baseball, arguably, and the Yankees desperately need to find a way to either figure Devin Williams out, which it felt like they started to do come playoffs, or go out there and make a completely different move elsewhere. Now, the Yankees, they do really have a lot of bullpen arms that they have to add on to this roster right now. The only ones that it feels like are going to be sure things for the team next year are Bednar, Tim Hill, Camilo Duvall, and then probably Jake Bird. So with that in mind, if the Yankees want to bring back Devin Williams, that does make sense. Though I would rather the team bring in Suarez, just because I think it makes the most sense for Williams to move elsewhere. Now, Devin Williams did say he's happy to come back to the Yankees, and he really got things going and started to like it more and more as time went on here. But at the same time, if another team offers him a contract, then I imagine a team will offer him more money than the Yankees because they believe that he can have a bounce-back year and all of a sudden find a little bit of just a steal of an option who once upon a time was obviously great, but then things severely slowed down moving forwards. Now, on top of this, when we look at the Yankees and everything that went on with their bullpen, they had the second worst bullpen per ERA in the playoffs, and the only team below them was the Cincinnati Reds, the team that only appeared in 2 games, losing them both and getting eliminated in the wild card round very quickly. They had a 7.45, the Yankees had a 6.15, and no team outside of that had anything worse than a 4.5. So the Yankees, their bullpen was absolutely awful. Now, the Blue Jays obviously didn't have some great bullpen either. They had a 4.44 ERA, the third worst, and they were literally as close as the team has ever come to winning the World Series while losing the World Series. The Dodgers also didn't shock the world by any means, having a 3.84, which is an excellent, but we see all the rest of these teams that were in the playoffs, and we just see how damn good their bullpens were, and that's what the Yankees need to be doing. The Tigers, the Mariners, both these teams that had success, and I mean, you just look around the MLB, and I mean, it feels like you need a great bullpen to win. Now, obviously, you could throw some starters in there if you're running a 3-4 man rotation or whatever. I mean, we saw the Dodgers just throw Yamamoto in there anyway at the end, and it worked. But at the end of the day, the Yankees, they need to add more out of their bullpen. These are 2 reliable arms who make a ton of sense for the Yankees, and I love these moves. What do you think about them? Let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day. Go Yankees.